been dead now 7 years. So this is like 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm. They can't say nothing if you say I'm praying.
Right,
I was praying.
That nigga, he said, I opened my eyes and said, amen. He talking about, you should have seen everybody looking at me. They just knew I was finna get fired. All on the jaw. He said, I was asleep too. Do you hear me? I was like, Lord, have mercy. But it do happen. It do happen. Y'all, I just got to tell y'all about the ATL, the silent art exhibit. Man, it was so dope. Like, it was a really great experience. So, and she did a part where it was the Atlanta Legends. So she had Mojo there. DJ Jelly was there. My brother was honored. C-Bone. Yeah, C-Bone was honored. And, Rico Wade. Like, it was a really nice situation.
I really wanted to come, but I couldn't get my life to get in the car to drive anywhere.
When I tell you, it was a real, and she had a very nice turnout.
Did he get to meet the kid that did the picture for him?
Well, April actually painted heels.
Okay.
Now, if you look at the detail of that picture, you could tell that it's somebody who actually know him. Looking at the details of the picture, it tells you.
The artist that he done wrote for
yes.
And worked with, that was hot.
Yep.
That's why I was asking, did he get to meet?
Yeah, but it was April that actually did his. It was different. So it was different artists. It was different artists who did each picture. Okay. Yeah, so she did Jasper's, and then it was a few more artists that were there that she recognized that did pictures as well. And the silent party.
You like the silent?
It was super dope. Yes.
Did you try to go to each little area?
But the thing about it was the headphones would have, like, you could do it from the headphones. So you didn't have to go to different areas. Wherever you were, you could switch to a different channel or whatever. She had DJ Jelly. She had a live performance. And it was just
No, I'm saying on the headphones.
I think it was like 2 or 3. Okay. But DJ Jelly was operating but all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was super dope.
How much the headphones stuff cost?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Because she had a whole slew of them. So I don't know if she... No, I'm saying I don't know if she actually purchased them or either she rented them. Because I'm thinking that you can rent them.
For us as a thing.
For a silent show?
For a silent party.
Oh, I don't know. We'll have to ask her.
You know what I'm saying? Like maybe Lab or if other one with what's his name?
We know it. We get you.
So they can do Driz can do a
what's up, Driz?
Lab do whatever, you know what I'm saying, and Ramadan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
I don't know. We'll have to look into it, but it was definitely a vibe. She had a lot of support. It was a lot of people. The turnout was excellent.
I really wanted to go.
Like, people were, like, even when you could tell people were coming and going, because it was literally an art exhibit. When you walk in, you walk around, the art exhibit is showcasing things, and then she had a sponsor there. Vodka sponsor. I can't even think of the name of it. Yoku or something like that. But they were there.
Oh, okay.
And it's always the love for me, man. One of the young ladies who represented for the vodka company took a picture and sent it to her mom.
Oh, okay.
And her mom ended up being my Facebook friend. And she hit me up and was like, my daughter is at the event that you at. She said, I see you all in my picture.
Yeah, okay.
And I was like, what? And she, showed me the picture. And I was like, you know what?
It's a small world.
Y'all all right with me.
Yeah.
Stallion. Driz said hello.
Yeah.
What's up?
And he said he think the headsets are like $1K on Amazon.
Oh, wow. Okay.
How many you get?
Do you get to?
I don't know.
Do anybody get to purchase the art when they're there, or it's just like
from
it's a silent auction, though, right?
So I think the ones in the front were for sale, but the ones that were back for the ones that people did for the ATL Legends, they weren't.
Oh, okay.
And Quavo Gold was there too. Shout out to Quavo.
Oh, okay, okay.
He looked real nice. Yeah, and Mel, of course. The what's his name? Box.
Box
manager,
yeah,
which is April's cousin. He was there.
I would love for us to go to Colorado.
For what?
Not doing the cold part, but doing the hot part. Well, we can go at the weed fest or just go up there.
When is that fest?
It's in the summer. I have to get that to you on that.
Okay, yeah, let me know.
I can't breathe up there.
You can't? You tried?
I got family up there. The air is thin.
Really?
The air is real thin. So if you have any...
Just bring your oxygen mask in. Just that. Okay.
Let me tell y'all something. First of all, I started to get my phone on the dump because I have no idea what I'm doing for it. Some kind of way, I am live on TikTok, and Driz is live on his TikTok, on our TikTok.
Right.
So
You have to.
It's square still right here. I don't even know how to slide this over and make it not look the way that it look now.
What's your option?
Send me the Amazon link, Driz.
What's?
We'll see how much they cost.
What are the options?
Hold on. He look like this. I don't know what I do.
Oh, I don't tell
Have you
him.
saw that before?
No. I know telling you probably touched something.
You look like you touched something.
This more somebody did it on purpose.
Yeah,
Right away. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that's what
I really wanted to come.
Stallion doesn't look the same. She's lost all her weight. So, yeah, she gonna look real different to you.
I really wanted to come, but I just couldn't get my life to get in the car. I had laid my clothes out and everything. I just couldn't.
Really?
I couldn't get up the drive. Like Saturdays now, I don't hardly go nowhere.
See, that's kind of, I'm like that too, unless I'm hired. And I can be honest.
Wait a minute, what?
I don't be wanting to drive nowhere
Unless
on
I'm
Saturday.
hired, I just really feel like Saturdays are mine, huh?
What you gotta do
Today?
today? You know you always have something to do.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do today, so I'll probably stick around for a little minute tonight after we get done. Are
I
any
gotta go.
shows after us?
Hey,
Okay,
y'all.
okay.
Hello.
I already knew she was gonna be
Hello. We'll bring you on shortly. That's right. All the time. Our guest has arrived. So we're gonna welcome her on in a few minutes. I have to actually it's a process. So yes. It's a process. But yeah, so the exhibit was really, really nice. Like I just can't I don't know, I guess I don't know. I really wish I could have came just so you could get an idea. But like the support, the love was nice. From where?
From the place.
Well, you weren't surprised at that.
Well, you do the videos and stuff sometimes.
I put up a post of the videos I got.
Oh, you made some videos?
I had them going in my story, and then I put a post up.
Yeah.
I want you to tag me, but I forget about the story part. I was looking on your page.
She said tag her.
And so that's how I seen the picture.
Tag you with.
But I didn't see the video thing.
Oh yeah,
she
man.
See, I forgot about the story again.
Yeah.
I need to make a note to stop thinking about that. But
Yeah, because it's very much
that's what people doing now.
yeah, like why? Because so what happens is in the moment you want to do the stories, you want to let people know this is what's going on, that
Then
like
you'll
that.
come back and post.
Yeah, and then you come back and you can make a post most times, but like
I didn't know that.
yeah, that's usually my strategy.
I don't do stories much, but I you can't come back and make a post or
Make a reel off
Yeah,
of
so
it.
I use most of the time what I use in my story, I make it where it's small enough to fit in a reel, so that's the whole point of doing both. And then I come back and make my post about it.
Yeah.
I know it's a method to my madness. So.
I don't even post stuff now. I schedule all my stuff, so like when you see my stuff come up 2-3 o'clock in the morning, I'm asleep. It's just posting on its own.
And see, that's what I do. So but I messed up terribly yesterday because my post for Mrs. Young was supposed to go at 5:00 p.m. yesterday. And it did it at 5:00 a.m. this morning. So I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know.
Sometimes you got to do those early morning posts, like during the week. If you post I've been testing it, between 5 and 6 a.m. more people will see it because people are getting up ready for work. The first thing they do is grab their phone.
That's what I was told. Instagram. The best time to post is before 7 o'clock in the morning.
Before 7 o'clock.
The things that are posted on our Westside Misfits page is posted when I posted on it. It ain't set up no type of thing. That's all me.
And that's why a lot of times it's post, and then nothing.
Yeah.
So what happens is it jams up the algorithm for that page. So I had to figure that out too. Yeah, I had to figure that out too. So when I schedule the post, it makes it a little bit better. The interactions are better. It just makes it.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do it because when I get those pictures, I schedule them for like 2 hours apart. So like when I get all the pictures.
Yeah, because it gives people enough time to see it, but it doesn't give them enough time to forget you. Because now you coming back up again with something else. So like it's a method to the madness. Let me tell you something about being a content creator, Eureka.
It takes time. You need patience.
It takes so much time, man. And this is the thing. People want to be in your business so bad, right? And I'm like, but if y'all see how crazy I'm at the house looking, y'all wouldn't even want to know what I'm doing right now.
I noticed.
You wouldn't even want to know what I'm doing.
I noticed on TikTok, my algorithm is higher when I write something. Like if I post, like if I type out something, talking about something instead of posting, my algorithm is higher. I get more views on me typing shit.
Yeah, engaging. It gets kind of weird. DJ Lab, is there any way that we can get in a mix just for a minute, just so I can get Mrs. Young together, that she can come on and tell us about the Be Bold Conference, Empowerment Conference. Yes. It's only a week away, so y'all better be ready. But I did want to let you guys know that we are back. The DJ Lab is back, so all of the shows are back. Mm-hmm. Just for they're not.
Yeah, all the shows are back. We just had some scheduling issues. It's like some mix-ups. Like today, he said he was coming back. TV said they was coming back, but then he texted me last minute and said he had something he had to take care of, so he had an emergency.
Okay.
We were supposed to come back on Friday, but he had an emergency. But starting this week, Monday, we're going to have Dosed Up. Tuesday, we're going to have Miscommunications. She already ready with the Cardi B stuff.
Yes, honey, I was just about, please believe, baby, after we get through with our interview, we would definitely tap into, The
comedy is going to be back on Wednesday.
Okay.
Poochie was gonna be here Thursday, but he didn't realize the weather was gonna mess up his Braves game because he was gonna go to the Braves game with his son.
Oh wow!
But it was canceled.
Yeah, but it was canceled.
So he might be back this week unless they rescheduled it for this week because it was a doubleheader he was going to. So I don't know, but he's supposed to be back Thursday. Then Friday we'll see what happens. But yeah, everybody's back. It's just a matter of them getting themselves together and getting in here.
Because it just seemed like
no.
They just got new times today.
No, Miscommunication's gonna stay on Tuesday.
For Tuesday.
Yeah, because that's her day because she can't do Fridays because she got.
And what about Shan Jackman, her R&B and thing?
She's gonna do it on Sundays, like a regular podcast. Just the one. What it is just she's trying to get used to doing music and being on the radio. So you got to turn down the stuff and talk and turn it back up when the music come on. That's not something she used to doing. I do that, so I'm trying to train on how to look. When you talk, you can't just press the next song because it's gonna pop in. You gotta turn it down and bring it back up, and you gotta make the transitions good.
Right, I think it'll start coming together.
Yeah, so.
Oh, she played all the right music this week. That's how Carlos got here.
I didn't even hear it this week. I heard it the first time that
I didn't hear it this week.
Actually did it.
Yeah, she played a lot of good music.
I ain't heard since school.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was excited.
I have to. So, is it on YouTube or?
This is the thing. I forgot that Seascape and YouTube are battling, so Seascape pulled all their music off YouTube.
What?
So what was happening was we were playing music and the live went down. That's never happened.
Right.
But it was because we played music that they're not letting them play right now. They got to get there. They working out the negotiations for something. So all the music that was them, and we're talking about 20 million songs. Just
Yeah, they got a lot.
Yeah, so.
See, we really know how to get in trouble and get kicked off.
I see.
We're better than anybody.
Yeah.
Well, DJ Lab's going to get us in the mix so we can go ahead and get to our guest on as soon as she signs the wall.
Right.
Again. Because we have a different, I think we have a different one from last year. Okay. So we're going to see, we're going to sign it again. All right. Get us in the mix, DJ Lab.
Just turn me up. Yo. Hey. What up? Oh, like, meet me outside. Swear it ain't no pressure, we can slide. Anything you want, I can provide. Just want you by my side. I can have anyone, I want you. We can go anywhere you want to. Meet me outside. Swear it ain't no pressure, we can slide. Anything you want, I can provide. Just want you by my side. I can have anyone, I want you. We can go anywhere you want to. We do what we can when we can. It goes for everybody. My business. I don't broadcast it to everybody. I make you my business, girl. Then I'm telling everybody. She do what she want, get what she want. Don't have to sell it. Body say she wanna ride with a real one, vibe with a real one. Hand up or say she wanna try with a real one. Intelligent and motivated, perfect one for building. Head on straight, and she focused, she a real one. I just wanna buy a house, wife or have some children. I love her 3,000 with her, I keep it a million. Shout out King Drew, see him rolling like a million. You know what it is whenever trunk is in the building. Outside, swear it ain't no pressure, we can slide. Anything you want, I can provide. Just want you by my side. I can have anyone, I want you. We can go anywhere you want to. Meet me outside. Swear it ain't no pressure, we can slide. Anything you want, I can provide. Just want you by my side. I can have anyone, I want you. We can go anywhere you want to. They be out here politicking, I be on your campaign. They be out here sleeping on you, I say it's a damn shame. I just wanna kick it with you, chill and drink some champagne. They just wanna make your bed rock, spitting some Mac, man. Trying to play it cool, but I'm a fool for you. Wasn't trying to choose on you. You're my Cinderella, trying to put some glass shoes on. Anybody ever touch it, I'ma make the news on. Pop some ladies' hands on. Chef will put some shoes on.
I don't wanna say that I'm in love again, yeah. That's gonna get me in trouble, baby. We might be better off as friends, yeah. It feels too good to let it go. You standing looking like a centerfold. Holding on to your physical. Can't take your love for granted, or this shit gon' get difficult. Relationships get critical.
Got a lot of problems, Bitch, it's not a problem, but they bring the drama. You can keep the Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada. I just want the dollars with a lot of commas. I just want the dollars with a lot of commas. I just want the dollars with a lot of commas. I just want the dollars with a lot of commas. I just want the dollars with a lot of commas. The money got 'em eating right. Cold heart, dark soul, can't even see the light. Little niggas turn to gremlins if you feed them right. Brought a knife to a gunfight, sometimes you need a knife. This shit I'm puffing got me lit like the sun center. Your chick looking like a track star, I'ma run with her. Winter came and Jack Frost turned to Jon Snow. Well known in my hood, you're a John Doe. Your meal gets served and ate pronto. Killer instinct, it's an ultra combo. Then you hold back court on Rondo. No shooters that'll drop a dime pronto. Yeah, all my homies shooters like Kobe, nigga. All my homies player like Goldie, nigga. So keep it cool and we can get into some gangster shit. Knock the same brain out that you're thinking with. Yeah. Got a lot of problems. Bitch, it's not a problem, but they bring the drama. You can keep the Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada. I just want the dollars with a lot of commas. I just want the dollars with a lot of commas. I just want the dollars with a lot of commas. I just want the dollars with a lot of commas. I just want the dollars with a lot of commas. Got a lot of problems. One of them is not a nigga baby mama. I just want the bag with a lot of commas. She just want a bag with your bag.
rock, stick, the hoe, oh my, the bad, big, go kart, four-wheeler, dirt bike, it's lit. That my, love my country, shit. Thorough, railroad, rock, stick, the hoe, oh my, the bad, big, go kart, four-wheeler, dirt bike, it's lit. That my, love my country, shit. Yeah, first let me take a nigga down to exit 47. That's the country city where my niggas always packing heavy. Don't come around here tripping, thinking shit sweet, they gon' send you packing. All my niggas strapped, hell no, you never catch them laughing. Ride around 16, body head down to Sonoria. Them boys down there don't play, but most of them niggas came from Florida. You would think they a top boat, the way they moving all them orders. 54, 3, 5, 100 for a quarter. All my niggas down, yeah, we stealth with that iron. I land on you for a minute in the wood pine. Waiting for you to bust a move, sipping moonshine. Get it out the mud, that's the country boy grind. I love my country women, yeah, they love to sit some Henny. Cornbread fair, yeah, that booty on Nicky. Don't want much, all they want is a quickie. Think they in the city, I might slide them just a 30. Railroad, rock, stick,
now ride with me, ride with me, ride with me. Now ride with me, ride with me, ride with me. Now if you real, put your middle fingers up. And if you trill, keep your middle fingers up. You hold it down, put your middle fingers up. That's right. You keep it solid, keep your middle fingers up. Now ride with me. Say I'm praying to God, they never take me alive. Still got some pain in my heart, still got some demons inside. Still trying to rewrite the wrong, still trying to get by the past. I'm still chasing my dreams, I got my foot on the gas. Look, I've been down for too long, I'm trying to push it back up. I'm on my way and best believe I'm about to fuck this shit up. Because I'm knowing where I'm at and where I could be. And the voices in back of my head keep telling me like where I should be. Now how can I learn to live with these regrets? Waking up at night, out my sleeping cold sweats. I'm a motherfucking threat. Yeah, I'm at these niggas' neck, and I solemnly swear I hold it down for my set. Push up, that be the name, nigga. You know the game, nigga. If you ain't fucking with us, we not the same, nigga. I'm still talking that money, it ain't a thing, nigga. Switching lanes, acting just like Sean and Jermaine. And Jermaine, and Jermaine, and Jermaine, and Jermaine, and Jermaine, and Jermaine.
All right. I have to do that first so Larry can turn me down. I know. I'm glad that we had DJ Lab had a chance to get in the mix, honey. We coming back making him work full time.
That's right.
You hear me?
I'm with it.
Well, welcome back to Misfits Radio and TV. Miss Carol Young. Mrs. Carol Young. Ms. Dallas. You apologize. Yes. Pull it up to you. Mic check.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Hello.
Once again, like I said, welcome back. We had a chance to meet Ms. Carol Young last year around the same time. And we had a chance to learn about Be Bold Empowerment Conference. Mm-hmm. So we'll welcome I don't even know how it happened, but I ended up emceeing the empowerment conference. I was coming. I didn't know that was how I was gonna ride though. So I was like, okay. So I enjoyed myself, man. It was such a wonderful networking event, man, where you had a chance to meet people. I even met my cousin. I know. And I tell anybody, anytime the camera name is there, we some kin to each other. We just got to figure out how. So we ended up talking and figuring out how we were actually cousins. We were cousins through marriage. But it really is. But it was a great networking event. So Ms. Carol Young, of course, once again, we welcome you here, representing Be Bold today. Mm-hmm. And just want to say thank you, man, for just being a community advocate, getting out there doing the work, because you have been doing the work since I met you.
That is correct. That is correct since I met you. But I appreciate you, Donna Cameron.
Oh, wow, thank you.
When I called Donna Cameron to do anything for Be Bold, she's like, yep, I'm there. I'm there. But it's God. God aligns us. He puts people in your path to help you get to your purpose and your mission in this world. So thank you, Donna Cameron. Absolutely. And Misfits TV and Radio.
That's right. Now the only thing that I know this year that will be different is I want a Be Bold shirt.
Okay.
So we'll discuss that. Yeah, because let me tell you, whenever I MC events or do anything dealing with hosting and stuff like that, I always feel like I should represent whatever it is that we're doing.
Right.
I don't know. And I kept thinking about last year. I'm just like, I really need a Be Bold shirt. Like, that was the only thing I had on black, everything else, but.
You need to shirt on, be upset if I don't get one.
Well, no, it wasn't that.
It's gonna be an issue.
No, we got to get one for this year. So.
I need us to take it back. For me, what does Be Bold mean?
Absolutely. I'm definitely going to get into that. What does Be Bold mean?
Right.
And what started Be Bold, the brand?
Okay. So thank you for that. Thank you for that question. Nice meeting you, and nice to be here. Very grateful for you all. You so loving and just welcoming. So I just appreciate the camaraderie here. So Be Bold Institute, our mission is to inspire, give hope, and show the world that everything is possible to achieve with the right actionable steps.
Okay.
And we do that by coaching and motivating each individual to know their purpose, to bring the best version of themselves, and to what? Be bold enough to make your dreams come true while making a positive impact in this world.
Okay.
That's right. So Be Bold, I know that it's an entire movement. Let me just say that. From the conferences, from the different classes or sessions that you offer, information that you give out, what you guys do in the community. But what made you choose Be Bold? Like, that's a very vivid statement.
Powerful statement, right?
Very powerful.
So my mom died, Donna. Like I told you guys before, she died, right? And she was handicapped, but she didn't let anything stop her. She was bold enough to make her dreams come true, even with the limitations that she had. So when she passed, my father had already passed. So it was like I felt like an orphan, right? And I'm like, what is my purpose, God? What is my purpose? When I had to pack her house up, you pack her stuff up and you sell it, right? That's all. What are we living for? What is our purpose here on this earth? So she was so motivational and inspirational. She was a pastor. She was associate pastor at our church in North Carolina, this little small church in Oriental, North Carolina. And she just always did what she needed to do to provide. She was a single mom. I was her only baby, and she did what she needed to do. She went to Howard University. She graduated, and she always talked about walking up all those stairs. She was handicapped, right?
Right.
But she still did it, right? She had to go register. She had to go to her classes, and just living in a house like that.
It teaches you a
That's
lot.
a lot.
Yeah, it teaches
You know what I
you a
mean?
lot too, because it's like a lot of times that motivation is right there in your face. It's like, I know if my mama can do it, and this is what she got to face, and I'm like this, and this is what. Come on, I got to do it.
Yes.
So yeah, I definitely understand that, and it is, like I said, it's a very powerful title, the Be Bold title. And when people come around, I just remember us doing the
Parents to Profit
Parents
in
to Profit.
December. I told you she always comes when I call.
Yeah, and it's just really a nice vibe for the people that were there. My whole thing was how receptive everybody was.
Yeah.
Like, they were really receptive in it. And because I've even had several people from that conference, they'll hit me up on Instagram or anything like that, asking questions. Because I'm one of those people where I'm not a gatekeeper. Like, most times if you ask me certain stuff and I got the answer, I'm gonna give it to you. Like, I just don't ever want to be the kind of gatekeeping person. So I keep an open door policy on all of my social media, just so that people do feel comfortable DMing me about, things that will help them and things that matter. So I've had maybe like 2 or 3 parents that'll hit me up, and they're like, I met you here, I met you there. So different sessions like that, to me, are what is needed in the community.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
so
And the Parents to Profit workshop, and that workshop this year, if you guys can come back, December the 7th, we would love for you guys to come back. But what it is what has God given you in your in your hands? What talent, what skills has he already given you that's already living inside that you can turn into a profit?
That's right.
And so that's what Parents to Profit is. You may be a good artist, but you never thought about, I can sell my art and make an additional income.
Right.
Like you came and you spoke about what? Social media. How
That's
to
right.
what? People are always on their social media, right?
That's right.
All day long.
That's
if
right.
you're on it,
Walk like that.
they run into stuff looking at the phone.
Right.
So if they're on social media and you can tell them how to turn that into a profit, why would you not come to a workshop like that?
That's right.
Come on now.
Yeah, and it was I know that it'll be bigger this year just because it has been a word of mouth of, okay, we got this, we got that from it, even down to the couponing, learning how to coupon. We're
Very hard.
It is hard, but we're living in a time now where it's kind of necessary. If everything
you gotta
is
just find the coupons.
that's
nowadays.
what I'm saying. Like if everything is exceedingly high or expensive, things that, just being honest with, things we can't even control. The one thing that we cannot control that has decreased is the gas, but everything else is increasing.
How much is ground beef?
I don't know, but I saw a pack of chicken
I don't know. I don't eat that.
in Kroger the other day that was like $13,
Yes.
and I was like,
Chicken is priced like steaks now.
I
Yes.
said, what?
Yes, ma'am.
And now with me, of course, I don't eat meat, but my kids still eat meat. So I was like, I see why my meals cost $10 and y'all was $25. Like, what? I couldn't believe that. I was like, these are thighs.
Oh, but they're trying to get a wing.
That's what
the
I'm saying.
wings.
So I can only imagine.
Yeah, the wings are real expensive.
I'm like,
And
that's a lot.
And they claim they went up initially because they had ran out of chicken. It's 4 years later. I know damn well y'all is not still out of chicken. Like,
I know that. Well, the chicken that's manufactured in the lab has been approved now, so they ain't out of chicken.
Huh?
what?
Yeah.
So they making fake chicken too?
Yes.
It's already in the shop. It's already in the store.
It's already been approved.
Oh, I
It's
don't know.
already in stores.
I talked about that on the store one time. Yeah.
That thin
So
sliced
living.
chicken they have,
That
Yeah,
was
so-
sliced chicken?
thin slice, when they already slice it thin for you.
Oh, I don't buy that.
Like tenderloins.
Yeah, and stuff like that. Yeah, they already mentioned it. But this is doing like now we're in a time where coupons are welcome. Like we really kind of need it just to balance everything out because so just a couple of years ago you could say, well, we'll save money if we eat at the house. Now
That's not so true
exactly.
anymore.
So now we're at a point where you have to, if you want that to be your reality, you kind of have to make it that. So couponing, being able to catch sales, things of that nature is something that we kind of take more serious now
Yeah.
than we once have. But
And that's what Maisha Johnson was teaching on at Parents to
Exactly.
Profit. She's the
So-
couponing queen.
Yes, so
If
I
you want
was
any
like-
tips, ask her.
that's right.
Mhm.
I want you to, while we're talking, can you check on the Falcons and the Saints game?
Yes.
I'm gonna give us something to do. No, I'm just kidding.
They
I
are still
love-
winning.
Okay, the Falcons.
It's still winning. It's
Okay.
23-17 in the fourth quarter.
Sounds good to me. So about the Be Bold Empowerment Conference.
Yes.
This is the third year.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And it is this Saturday
It is this Saturday at 10 o'clock.
at 10 o'clock a.m.
Mhm.
So I just need to know a few things about this conference because you guys do not want to miss it. It's on Eventbrite, right? What is
Okay,
it on?
I'm working on it.
Okay, what is it? What
How do
site
you
is it
get
on
the-
for you
how
to
do you get the tickets?
get the tickets?
Be Bold, the number 2,
Oh.
day.com. It's on our platform right now.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so I don't know why when I touched the link, I thought it went to something else, but no, it may have gone to their website.
Yeah.
So Be Bold today, you guys. You can get your tickets there.
But guess what?
50%
off.
I win.
Until October 1st. We want y'all to come and be in the place and experience this.
Exactly.
Until October 1st, you can use the code BeBold24 to get 50% off. And we have the youth workshop this year. Oh my God!
Oh wow! I was just about to say, what is something different I can expect this year? Okay, so youth conference.
Yes.
All
While
right.
their parents are learning and getting fed, so will their children. We have Jerry Simmons from Unfolded. She'll be talking about leadership development. Do you know her?
No, I talked to her on the phone.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. we have the school board member, Trey Hutchins, Leroy Trey Hutchins. He'll be there. We have the Grant, Michael A. Grant, Boys and Girls Club. They'll be doing some dance step numbers, and they're going to be teaching our youth how to do a dance like a dance routine, and they'll be performing during the conference. So, when I say exciting stuff, we have our speakers, Jonathan Stacy Redford from Fox 5 News. Do y'all know him from Fox 5?
I have seen him.
Okay. Tara Hill Hanover. She is the owner of Our Town Monthly magazine, and she's also the host of the Gym Shopping Network. Have you bought anything from the Gym Shopping Network?
No, we'll have to check them out.
Oh, yes. And Our Town Monthly is a great community magazine that really gets the advertisements out there so the community know what's going on in the community.
Okay.
We'll have Dr. Giselle Armand Abron from Texas. We have people coming from out of state this year.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she's at the medical school at UT Tyler School of Medicine. She's admissions for the medical school. So if anybody trying to get into medical school, you need to be in the place.
That's right. That's right.
We have D.A. Flynn Brody. Do you know him? D.A. Flynn Brody Jr.?
Yes. Now, I know him, but yes.
Yes, from Cobb County.
Cobb County, yes, from Cobb County. It's so ironic when I saw his name. I don't know him personally, like I know some of the other people in Cobb County, because I only met him through a person, I guess, a case that he was over. Okay. For one of the people in the complex that I used to manage. Oh. Yeah, and I can be honest with you, I didn't realize that it was so many black people sitting on those platforms in Cobb County until then. So I do appreciate you bringing them out just so people can have an idea of who they are and, you know, who they can actually, people that you can actually talk to.
Right. And personable, down to earth people.
Somebody that, you know, that they could talk to about different things, because it doesn't have to necessarily be just bad. It could just be something that a person is uninformed about. Yes. So I do appreciate that. And do you have any more?
Yes, and we have I call her our technical person, because anything technical, AI related, she knows how to do it and couple it with social media. Really? Met her years ago at Georgia Tech. We used to work together. Okay. Her name is Emerisha Madison. I am so excited for her to come back, because last year she had to miss it, but guess what? She recorded a video and played. Yes, that's her. But she's going to be in the flesh live at the event, so we're excited to have her too.
Absolutely. Okay.
And then if you haven't registered to vote, guess who we have coming?
Who?
The NAACP.
All right.
Their last minute registrations, they'll be collecting those there. We have our chairwoman, Lisa Cupid, my favorite. Okay. She'll be presenting, because you remember last year she won the Political Excellence Award. She did. So we have a new person winning, and she'll be actually presenting them. And some others, like Deputy Catherine Lyle and Miss Lewis from Riverside Elementary. Okay. They all won last year. The Parent Resource Facilitator. They all won last year, so they'll be presenting the new awardees this year.
Now that's gonna be awesome.
We have it's full packed. When I say jam packed, vendors, networking, breakout sessions, food. It's gonna be great.
I'm excited. I promise you, I am. So let me ask you this: just from the inside of doing these kind of conferences, and how do you choose the speakers?
That's a good question. Sometimes people send like reels to me so that I can check out their speaking engagements. Sometimes it's who I've come in contact with, like D.A. Brody. I didn't even know him at first, but we met, and he also helped some of our nonprofits with donations. Okay. Austell Community Task Force, I'm a board member on the Austell Community Task Force. He donated to them. Riverside Elementary, he donated to our school for the PTA. So when I say he's just a great guy, just a great person down to earth, so I'm just very grateful for him. And then just meeting people. South Cobb Business Association, are you familiar with them?
No.
Oh, South Cobb Business Association is a business association that has great luncheons and networking and different things like that. So I met Jonathan Stacy Redford, Fox 5. He was there. So when I say networking pays off,
wow.
it pays off. Him and Tara were both there. So you can't be scared. Be bold and make those connections that you need to have.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
They don't want to just go up and meet strangers.
Right.
Talk to them or whatever.
Yeah, networking can take you more places to me than a lot of the alternatives. So like when you actually get a chance to meet people in person, you get a chance to feel their energy.
Yes.
You get a chance to kind of grasp their expressions, their facial expressions, how they're saying things, how they move in general. And to me, that's very important. So people always like, just being honest, I really can't meet people online and actually expect to have a genuine connection like that. I know it's kind of weird, but I just do better with meeting people in person. Even if I was introduced to you online, meeting you in person will last longer for me.
Right. I'm with you.
Yeah, so it's kind of like,
They say, hey, Miss
right.
They call you.
And it's like, hey, I don't know. I just wait, but yeah, I think that those connections, they just last a little longer for me. So when it comes to giving away the awards, I know that making the decision can be difficult. Do you have like a board that assists you in helping with not only the candidates for the awards, but the winners and the categories?
Okay, so last year, thank you for the question. Last year was our first time ever doing awards because I'm really big on recognition.
Yes.
If you've done something great in the community, if you've done something great at home as a parent, if you've done something great, you should be recognized.
Right.
So awards, so I came up with the categories on my own, just based on my experience. Like I said, I used to work at Georgia Tech and we did awards there. So I pulled from some inspiration there. And these were the categories that resonated with me. Okay. And so those are the ones that we went with. This year we have one new one and we took away 2. So each year we'll reevaluate which awards that will be given. But this is the best part for me. I just love recognizing people.
Okay. And we can tell, like, when you genuinely clap for other people, you know when your time comes, you'll have people clapping for you as well.
Okay.
So,
but I don't do it for that.
What I'm saying is, like, when you're genuine, most times you don't. It's kind of like there's something that is a part of you. I told you, Leo. So it's kind of like my mom was like that. So there are certain things that resonate with you all that would not resonate with other people. So when you see somebody doing good, it hits you all kind of different. Yes. So but for someone else, it's like,
oh, that's all they
right. And for y'all, it's like, it is. It was enough.
Yes.
To gain my attention.
Yes.
So I definitely agree with recognizing people. It's just that when you put out that genuine energy, just being honest with you, a lot of times you're attracted to it. So don't be surprised if your time comes.
Okay.
To be recognized. Just be receptive, because y'all have a hard time receiving.
We do.
Yes.
I don't know. It is so hard to receive. It is so hard.
Because y'all looking like, but I didn't do it for that. And it's like, it don't matter. I like it. So, it's just, it's a good battle in a certain, in a way within you guys' energy. So with the Bebo Institute, I know that you guys do a lot with the youth.
Yes.
So which area would you say, like, which area is do you guys service the most?
I think for leadership development and entrepreneurship, we're laser focused on entrepreneurship because these youth are our leaders for tomorrow. So pouring to them now, like the article that you talked about, the shout out Atlanta magazine article.
It was a good article. They did a good write up on you.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you, but I just lost my train of thought. What was I talking about?
Do you know you were saying about the youth when
and
it
the
comes
entrepreneurship? This is their time. They're our next leaders.
Yes.
Did shout out Atlanta recognize that, or?
Yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. But anyway, yes. The youth. We service ages 7 to 18 years old.
7 to 18.
And we were at South Cobb Rec Center. We're looking for a new location. So if anyone has a location for us to hold our B-Bowl Kids Academy workshops and programs, that would be great. We are starting again October 29th for our next cohort. And so it's a 7-week program. They learn the A through Z's of entrepreneurship, finance, marketing. What is an entrepreneur? You know, what is my target market? Those things like that. And on week 7, they get to pitch to the sharks. Have you ever seen Shark Tank?
Right.
Okay. Mine too. So they get to pitch to the sharks, and I comprise the panel of people in the community. So last year it was State Rep Terry Cummings. It was Nate Smith from Mableton Improvement Coalition. Brittany Rasmussen from Cobb County Economic Development. We had our chairman of also Community Task Force, Sam Colbreth. So we get people who understand entrepreneurship. That's important, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And then people who can tell the student after their pitch what things they could work on.
Okay. So
and they want to. Did I tell you about John Dominique? She was the winner last year, 16-year-old.
Oh.
She won with a doggy bed company, and she's actually selling those doggy beds at farmers markets online and doing really well. 16-year-old, so it's never too young. That's where I was going with Shout Out Magazine. Shout Out Magazine talked about when I was 10 years old, and I was an entrepreneur on a school bus selling snacks. At 10 years old. But imagine if I had the mentorship, the guidance to really foster that business, where I would be right now.
Right.
But I'm where I'm supposed to be, because God has me where I'm supposed to be.
Oh, absolutely. But you just think about showing up for our youth now. It's like, how can we show up for our youth now how we needed somebody to show up for us? And that's kind of like what I get from the experiences with you and the youth and the things that you're doing. Yeah. Like, you knew what you needed at their age. So now you're being that person, and it's like, it's ongoing. So what did Peyton or what's your
Philip?
Yes, Philip. What did Peyton or Philip do for the Shark Tank? Did they do anything?
They did. Okay. Well, okay, so let's rewind. So Peyton is my outgoing baby, and she's gonna give it to you. So she and Zori, Maisha's daughter, pitched together. It was called Peyton and Zori's Jewelry Shop.
Oh, okay.
So they came up with an idea to make customized bracelets and jewelry to sell, and they liked her idea. They asked her, how much money have you made, Peyton? Peyton said $23. And she was proud of $23. $1 is good enough. You know, if someone is transferring money, that's all it takes. That's a sale. That's your first sale.
That's your first sale.
You always remember that one.
Yes, yes. My son sells brownies, but guess what? He didn't pitch. So he's going to pitch this year.
Oh, wow. So he didn't pitch.
He did not pitch.
Oh, wow.
He went through the whole course and did not pitch.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because he's a little bit more reserved.
He's like my husband.
You know what? I definitely can see that he's a little bit more reserved.
He's laid back.
Yeah. He did good when he came, because he came with you last year.
He did.
And he came and he sat here with us, and he ended up speaking to him. He did good, but Peyton, they have two different attitudes. It's kind of weird, because that's how me and my brother was as little people. Like, I was more have fun, invite her to the party. He was more the, well, I mean, he can come. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can come, but I mean, but that's just how Jasper was. But he ended up being the total opposite.
Yes.
As he grew up. So yeah, so it's just, they can't help it. But I'm glad. So Peyton had a chance to pitch her business. So, and
she's written the song for our Be Bold Institute.
Oh.
So she's the face of the Be Bold Kids Academy, and she's written this song, but we need to put music behind it. So we're looking for like a producer or someone who's in music, because we know nothing about music, but she really wants the beat behind the lyrics that she's written for our Be Bold Institute. So if anybody out there,
that's right,
music producers or anybody, please hit us up, beboldtoday.com.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Y'all got an opportunity to tap in with the Be Bold Academy.
That's a good opportunity.
Now y'all know, like I listen to like Grace's Corner and all of those. Oh my goodness! And baby, those beats are beating. Okay.
What about for the grandbaby? The new grandbaby.
But
Be calling him Sonny Boy, and that is so funny to me.
why?
I don't know.
It's old and country.
So old school.
It
The
is.
Sonny Boy?
Yes.
It's so old school, but I call him that too.
Girl, yes, Sonny Boy is a trip, but
Sonny
yeah,
Boy
he'll
is on the wall.
and it don't take long at all for them to get to an age where they start to show their personalities and the things that they into. So I'm excited.
How old is he now, Donna?
He is about to be 3 months.
And she is in love.
I know she is. You can tell by Facebook.
Yes.
It's beautiful. Her first grandbaby.
Like, oh my God, she a grown woman now.
I know.
I've been a grown woman forever. Like, come on.
Right, finally.
Yeah, she in the grown woman club.
Yeah, it's definitely different. I know it's been a lot going on since we did that one post. I did a post. Honestly, it was so random, and that just lets you know when it comes to social media, you never know what will go viral.
Yep.
Yeah.
What will go viral? And not in I always share different things with social media. It's hardly ever my personal business like that. I just don't get into that because I don't even like to think about it. But this particular video, my youngest daughter was headed to college.
Okay.
Her second year in college. And she was just like, she came in the room and videoed us. He was laying on my lap and I'm asleep. She for whatever reason, she videoed us. YouTube on the TV. This perfect song was playing. It was just crazy. So she just videoed us and she sent it to me. When I woke up, she was like, look at y'all. That's exactly what the video said. So I was like, girl, you're so creepy. Why are you taking the video of us?
Yeah, I was asleep.
Right.
That was super cute.
And she was like, she said, Mom, I can't out. She said, man, I was running to the restroom. She said, I had to run back to get my phone so I could video y'all.
Both of y'all
Just asleep, laying
You
up
got
there.
your views on that, didn't you?
When I tell you, I posted it on Facebook first. At first, we had maybe about 2,000 views. I posted it on TikTok and got over 167,000 views.
Whoa.
I came back to Facebook and we just kind of told Facebook, baby, TikTok don't play. What are we doing? And y'all, it's over 2.5 million views on that video now on Facebook.
Wow.
I promise. I was like, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, okay. That's what I said. I said, so now I see I'm going to have to change my content to more about being a grandma.
Yes.
I'm like, my mom, ain't nobody told me nothing.
I'm going to come be your first guest and tell these women, stop naming yourself grandma.
Right.
And all this other stuff that don't even make no sense. Be grandma.
Girl, somebody asked me, what would he call me. I said anything but Donna. I said, but grandma is fine with me. I was like, G-Mom, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. And they was just like, yeah, because, people don't do that no more. I was like, who is people? Who is people? Because we got to show them how grand it is. Right. What we doing?
They ain't grandma.
So,
I think maybe because the grandmamas are younger. They're becoming younger and younger these days. So, back in the day, your grandmama was at least 60-something, or you thought she was old because she made it look like she was old as hell. So I'm just gonna put that at it. So
really?
I am. I said she could have looked like it. I'm just saying. But most grandmas back in the day was at least 60 to 70 some years old. Now your grandmas may be in their 30s.
Yeah.
So you could be in your 30s.
Right. Oh, you was a grandma
in your 30s?
Oh well, yeah. But then you got to think about.
So, and I think that's why that grandma thing kind of went away, because the age is younger. And when people think of grandmas, you think of
older person.
Okay. So
my oldest is 14. I got a 15, a 14, and a 9. Yeah, Calvin 14, Rihanna 15, and Carly 9.
Oh wow.
Grandbabies.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
grandbabies. Yeah,
So
that is.
my 3.
Huh. So yeah, so I can
think
see.
I think that's why the whole grandma title has kind of went away, because
It's terrible.
if you're in your, like, you still see women in their 50s and above, they're still called grandmas. But if you get somebody, every now and then you get a bougie one that say she a grandma.
I
But
don't like that. It's
but
just terrible.
but for the most part, if you under, I
A
think,
certain age, then yeah. I mean, I you know the thing about it is, man, there are so many babies being born, like just like this year alone. I think I know at least about 25 ladies, young ladies that have had
this year been
I
popular.
looked at TikTok. Do you know there was a this lady was 64 and she was having a child. She was devastated.
I would have
Yes,
been.
a real baby.
I would have been.
And but when I clicked on the search on TikTok, it came up. Not it just wasn't her. It was another lady that's 56 that's pregnant. Like these are popular though. So these are popular people on TikTok that's going through this. So you imagine like the way the world is now. People aren't having children. They're having children up until ages that we felt was unheard of. So now, yeah, there are a lot of people.
Yeah, I would have been. I'd be devastated.
Yeah, yes, 64. I promise you, her daughter was like, "Mama, how do we get here?" On the TikTok that went viral was her saying, "Mama, how do we get here?" Cause baby, Peanut, what we finna do with Peanut? And everybody, and at first everybody was like, Peanut, and as time progressed, she had to go ahead and tell the story about how her mom is pregnant with Peanut at this age. She was like, yeah, she embarrassed, but I told her she don't need to be embarrassed because I just don't think God would have set her up like that. Been with the same person. She said that they're not married, but they've been together for like 25, 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Haven't had a child. All of her children are by him, but they haven't had a child in 20, and like.
They creeping or they together?
No, they together. They just not married.
The baby's gonna be like, she's gonna be 84 when the baby goes to college.
That's gonna be a disservice because
84.
You can't be 60-something right after no 2-year-old. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm tired now, running after mine.
Right. So yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So, but I was just looking at my personal, my children's personal friends and personal people that we know. Yeah, at least about 20-25 babies were born already.
I have a coworker having a baby tomorrow.
I have
a coworker that's having a baby tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
The baby was 9 pounds and 2 ounces when they measured her out. So
That's gonna be a big baby.
Yeah, that's a big baby. She was like, cause she been in a whole lot of pain. And I'm surprised the doctor didn't take the baby early.
But yeah, they it's just so many protocols. Like you just think about all the things. That's something else that Be Bold may want to tap into too, dealing with children and maybe tackling some of the, I guess, mental conditions of some of the parents of the children is actually involved in the program. So like I know so many parents that's dealing with postpartum, but they have other kids like that's 10 and 11 and they really can't, like they trying to balance it all out. You having children that fall apart, just a lot of different things. And that may be something you guys can tap into.
You know what? Now, I was going to say, I still take her. I'm on birth control.
Really?
Yes. Really, on birth control. But a lot of young people are just kind of like having babies, and having babies. Maybe I could throw in hey, y'all can get to the age y'all may want to have sex. This is,
sex education, yeah.
Or whatever. I'm not saying it right, but I don't know what I'm saying.
I wonder if Cobb Douglas Public Health, because they were one of our vendors at our Bebo Community Family Fun Day in partnership with Cobb County Police and the Sheriff's Office on June 29th, and they do a lot of things with like healthcare and things with families and young adults. So I would be interested in what they would have to say about or what they do. I'll reach out.
Mm-hmm. And
I know Douglas County did, because when my daughter was in middle school, they had them to come out and teach to them, but they had to go to an after school part.
Okay.
So they did it for like it was either 4 or 6 weeks, and they did it after school hours, because they said everybody didn't feel.
Yeah, they wanted the parents to opt in to their kids learning these things versus just like opening it up to them, and then the parents have a problem with it. So if you do it after hours or in a separate setting,
then the school is not liable.
Yeah, so because you're opting into your child learning about it.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, I think that's probably the safest way to go anyway, because a lot of people don't, they have their times when they feel like they should introduce their children to certain things. And although we know that these kids have access to so much, so we need to probably start earlier than the typical age, because they get a chance to see and do things, and it just is what it is. So when you live in reality, it's kind of different, because I know if they offered it, I know that they offered it for my children, and I was.
I think I was the first one that signed up.
Yeah, tell them. I need y'all to show the pictures too. Do y'all still show the pictures?
Yeah, they showed the picture. It was very informative. It was the Douglas County. I know Douglas County Health did it. My daughter's now 20.
Okay.
But if they did it when she was in middle school, it was either the 7th grade or the 8th grade.
Okay.
So that's definitely something. So what can we expect on Saturday as far as like, what are some of the things that we could expect to experience? So
first I want to say we have new merch.
Really?
So we've always had this, but it was out of stock. But I'm looking this way. I'm looking at this camera. Our B-Ball Institute mug, so that you remember to always you're having your cup of joe or tea. And then we have our tote bags.
Oh, those are cute.
Yes. And I don't know if you can see this shirt, but you talked about having a B-Bowl shirt.
Yes.
Here's the B-Bowl shirt, and they come in different colors. My favorite color is pink, so I have a pink one too.
Okay.
But we have these, and I can't tell you what the gifts are. You got to be surprised.
So that means y'all got to show up.
You got to show up
in order to get it. And don't forget, the tickets are 50% off.
Yes, and you'll meet your friend. She's coming back. We have our illustrious volunteers. We have Debraka Shelton.
Okay.
Your friend. She's coming back. We have Miss Floral Davis, Councilman Ron Davis' wife.
Okay.
She'll be volunteering. He'll also be presenting awards. And we have Tasha Jaden. She'll be helping, and of course, Maisha. Maisha is just like my go-to person. She's my second hand. Thank you, Maisha, for every single thing that you do. And then the support of the Youngs, Michael, Peyton, and Philip. Thank you so much for always supporting.
That's right. I'm super excited about, like I said, I didn't know what to expect last year, and it definitely exceeded my expectations.
Well, this year we have some key insights and discussions. We have build your personal brand.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Professional and business development. So it's not just about entrepreneurship. It's also about career goals. Climbing that ladder.
Right.
We have how to gain media exposure. A lot of small businesses, they don't know how to tap in to gain media exposure or even your personal brand. How do you get exposure, get a platform? So we'll be teaching that. And then, of course, our youth leadership workshop.
So what is the hours?
10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And we also have some lunch. Feed y'all. We're going to feed y'all some free parking.
That's right.
You can't ask no.
We're giving you everything and 50% off if you act now. You have to act now though.
Yep, and it's Be Bold Today. The number 2.
BEBOLD, the number 2, DAY.com.
That's right.
And where is it going to be?
Thank you for asking. We didn't even talk about that. My beautiful people over at the Hilton Garden Inn, Lithia Springs, right off of Thornton Road. The general manager, Charmaine, is just awesome. She's done all of my events, my mom's birthday party. So that's why I keep having it at this location. That was the last place that we celebrated my mother. Was at the Hilton Garden Inn. It was her 70th birthday. Okay. And when I say people came from Connecticut, New York, North Carolina, like people came from everywhere. Over 100 guests came to celebrate my mom, and then she passed shortly thereafter. So we gave her her flowers when she was living. I encourage anyone else, give your flowers while they're living.
That's right. Because there's nothing like the regrets of, dog, I should have. I wish I would have.
Or mend those relationships. At Be Bold, we do life coaching, business coaching, business consulting. So if you have some relationships that you may just need some help with, we can help foster those relationships. Maybe you haven't spoken to your mom in 10 years. Something's happened. A wedge has, happened between you guys. It's time to come back together now.
That's right.
Build those relationships.
That's right. Coaching and motivating is a part of what people do. So just know you're coming into a community that is going to show love and support. So you might as well tap in now.
Tap in now and go to our website.
No, I'm just kidding. But no, and I'm sure that a lot of now counselors are needed more than ever.
So we're not a counselor. I just want to be specific. We're a coach. Okay. Yeah. Some people get them twisted.
Oh, okay. No, counseling in the sense of, because it doesn't, not from a licensed counselor, but counseling in the sense of, just to me, your experiences. So if you have an experience where you that someone else can benefit from, not counseling in the license part of it. I think that's something that I would want to do, though. I should have been did it.
Oh yeah, we about to get you in the Be Bold Institute.
Yeah, I should have.
Come on up.
A licensed counselor. But yeah, just when I think about counseling, I think more about experiences for me though, and what actually molds you into being the person that you are. And if you can pour into somebody else, because you know the emotions that they may be feeling towards a certain situation, but you're more emotionally intelligent, so you can just kind of give them some pointers on how to get through it. If nothing else, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
Well, I don't know if it's a question or a suggestion. We'll take it how it comes.
Okay, DJ Lab.
The last event we went to, it seemed to be geared more towards women. How are you going to incorporate more men into the situation to where couples can come out together? Because to be honest with you, as a man, I don't think I would be there for couponing and stuff like that. So we have to figure out a way to get more men involved, and also that will get the couples involved, because the wife is going. If the man feels like there's something for him to do, he'll come too. It seems to be more geared towards women. I could be wrong. Maybe just the surface of what I saw, but maybe men just didn't come, So I'm just asking, are you going to have things or more things geared towards men to come too?
Thank you for that question, DJ Lab. For the Parents to Profit, that was the workshop that you're referring to. We put the filters out, and I understand what you're saying about couponing, but couponing is across the board. Like, you go to the grocery store and buy ground beef and cereal.
I'm going to be honest with you.
You don't coupon.
Most men will not take the time. This is just my opinion.
Okay.
Most men will not take the time to go through them coupons. We're going to sit that stuff on the counter, let it scan, let it do what it do.
Okay.
Because we want to be in and out. I mean, most of us just want to be in and out.
My husband does, yes.
We don't want to spend time in the store too long, because I could go in the store in 10 minutes and be done and out. Whereas, Rika might go in the store, we might be in an hour and a half.
2 hours, yes.
Because we got to go down every aisle. So we going down the aisle we focused on. We getting cereal, we getting bread, we getting milk, we getting juice, we out the door.
Thank you for the question. So for the Be Bold Empowerment Conference, it's more about your personal journey, man, woman, child, boy, girl. Building your personal brand, that goes for either sex. How do you build your personal brand? How do you develop professionally? That's across the board, men and women. So yes, to your point, I guess that workshop was it wasn't geared toward women,
Right.
but more women came.
Right.
But we're hoping this year at the 3rd annual Be Bold Empowerment Conference that we have a great mixture of both. And then when we have the speakers, Jonathan Stacy Radford and D.A. Flynn Brody, I hope men will want to come and see what they have to say.
Yeah, because I think so. I think that now it's a different feel now for the empowerment conference, from the Be Bold Empowerment Conference and the workshop and the Parents to Profit workshop. Totally different. Totally different vibe. Like it's just totally different. So I can see that one being kind of seem like you'll be geared more towards women, but the empowerment conference is totally different. Like it's a good mixture.
Okay. And there was a question saying that Miss Young, they would like to know, what is your end goal with Be Bold? What is the end goal to what she's currently motivated? Involved in. Yeah. What is the final goal to what you're involved in?
I guess what are you trying to accomplish? That's what I'm gonna go with. That question is probably asking. What are your?
I'm just reading how they got it.
Right.
That may be.
So there's not a final goal. This is the purpose. The purpose is to pour into anybody, into our adults or to our youth. So it's an ongoing process, but we want to follow the journey of whomever comes into the Be Bold Institute. So our people who started the first year for our first empowerment conference, I still follow them. They still reach out to me, tell me where where they are in their business. So it's never an end goal. It's an ongoing goal.
Okay.
It's a relationship at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I want to build.
You're
okay.
We're building community. So if you go onto our website, BeBoldToday.com, you can sign up for our newsletter so you know all the things that we're doing in the community. We're making a positive impact. And we're a new company. We're a baby company, and we've hit the ground running.
You stay busy.
Stay busy. Stay busy.
You be on it.
On it.
You have positive attitude. You always high energy and very approachable.
Yes. Be the change you want to see in the world. You have to be the change.
I absolutely agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Because you have so many people that can complain, but won't do anything to better the situation.
Always find a positive in a situation. Sometimes, those challenges. But the thing is, you're still here. God gave you another day.
Yeah, another chance.
Another chance.
Learn the lesson out of it.
Yeah. So that's the positive. If you can't find nothing else, remember, God gave you breath to breathe again. He gave you the ability to get up, to pour into someone else. If you have it. Some people don't have it. They can't pour into it. They need to be poured into. True. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I don't have.
DJ loud to my now. I don't have.
Well, some people don't, and that's okay to be honest.
My fuel on low. My oil need to be changed.
And the thing about it is, though, that's why you have to be around people that can replenish you, right? So when you build a community like Be Bold, that's kind of like what you would do. Like, say for instance, DJ Lab, if you was a part of Be Bold, you have the opportunity to reach out to even if it's not to Ms. Young, but someone else that's a part of the community, and just be like, and get what you actually need from them. Because a lot of times, sometimes, just being honest with you, you don't get your replenishment or what you need from people that you feel like you should get it from. And I think that's why a lot of times people still remain empty or feel empty, because they want it from certain people, and that's just not how God makes it for us. A lot of times, like you said, you're aligned with people that can actually do that. And when you start to be more receptive, then you understand that, it's not an end goal. It is an ongoing goal, but you have to be receptive into receiving it from people that you just didn't know that's where you would get it from.
Yeah. And, in this world, we have all different personalities, right? Okay. Everyone's not going to mesh, but still take people where they are, meet people where they are. You cannot change people. Like my neighbor could wrong me, right? But God tells me to love my neighbors, right? So even though someone may not be the best person, find that little everyone has good, I hope, in them. Find it.
Find them from afar. That's how.
Well, yeah.
Find it from afar.
Yeah, but you can't change people. You gotta accept people who, and I think that's why I've been successful, because even people that are so mean to me, I'm still smiling back at you, because you can't penetrate this.
Exactly.
God, His hedge of protection is all around this.
Well, I bless you.
Oh, girl.
The nicer you are, the meaner the people are to you. I've learned that. Because they're not happy in themselves.
Right.
So, and they're trying to figure out why
is she so happy? What's she smiling about?
Why?
I'm feeling like this and she's smiling?
Yeah. I go through that, and I just be like, I'm going to let you stay over there, and I'm going to be over here.
Yeah, because I could be you. And if I could be you. I could be you being that
And then I'm the type of person, y'all say us Pisces, if you attack me, then you're going to be looking at me crazy when I come back and attack you, because you're like, well, why you do that? Why you treat me like this? But you don't remember all the other stuff
no.
You did, so I just have
very
to
selective.
let
people are very selective.
Be afar. So that's something I've worked on in the last couple of years.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
I let people.
Good.
I let people go far. Be over there.
Well, I love everybody. I do. I love everybody. It's people. I'm a people person.
Yeah. Me and Lab had a conversation last night about how people and religion and all that stuff be working in your beliefs. He needs to write a book.
Okay, DJ Lab. Come on, join the B-Ball community. Let us make it happen for you.
I know, right?
I said you need to write a book about this and put it on.
But the idea of it is just being honest with you. Your feelings are valid, and I'm pretty sure there are some people that can relate and be like, you know what? Okay, that's why this is this and that is that type situation. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Write a book, Lab.
Yeah,
you always read and write some.
I'm talking about real reading.
Yeah.
It'll be released by December. You ready?
I know. I'm definitely working on mine. I had a horrible experience with the person I was trying to work with.
Yes.
I'm trying
like
to find
work with, like employed, or work with that in a relationship.
Work with on my book.
Oh.
I'm trying to find an app that will dictate the book for you. So you speak it into your phone, and I know there's one out there. I'm trying to integrate it a certain way where you talk to the phone and it types out what you need, what you say. So instead of typing it out physically,
right,
you just speak it and it'll type it out.
Now your text messages do that, DJ Lab.
Right. See, so it's a way you can do it on the phone. I just haven't worked it out yet.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to you actually doing it, honey.
I'll get it.
Yeah, I can write stuff, but I write a lot of journal stuff. It's just I don't think I can physically the structure of a book right. I written one book a while back, about 10 years, well, no, about 20 years ago, but it was just small, like 100 pages. I've never written a novel or anything, but it's just the structure of a book that gets me. Because when I'm writing my journal, I make it go back 4 days, be like, let me tell you about this.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
And but you can actually write a book like that too, because it's super relatable. A lot of people, that's why so many people have a hard time dealing with certain things like grief, things like that, because when you're going through it, you're literally on cruise control. You're just trying to get through it. And when you get to a certain point, now you got to address it. Because you just been getting through it. Like, because life goes on. Like,
gotta keep moving.
You gotta keep going. So it puts you in a different mindset, because it's like, okay, how the world didn't stop for this? This is so important to me. Why the world didn't stop? So when you, that same way with writing the book, like people can relate to that when you get to that wall and have to stop. Now let me double back and tell y'all.
And you never know. A lot of people, like, I'm good. I like reading stuff that you gonna give me the backstory on it. Like, I read a lot of those type of books. I don't got out of my novel phase type thing. So I'll read a book that's gonna take me backwards, and like I kind of got like adult ADD. So you can't just keep going and think
Right,
I'm
and
gonna follow.
then, yeah.
I need you to take me back sometimes and tell me how you got here.
So that's my point in saying, like, the book will be relatable. Even if you keep going, then you get to a wall and say, oh, I didn't even tell y'all why I was even feeling like this.
Right.
Let's go back a couple months. So it's kind of,
You'll be surprised on how many people will actually
understand that's how things, because they're like, dang, that's how it happened for me too. Yeah, so be bold, DJ Lab.
Be bold, DJ Lab.
Right.
And you mentioned that you write in a journal, right?
Yeah.
So Be Bold Institute is actually coming out with a journal. It's called Connect Your Dots Journal. So think about how you connected with Slick, and how did you meet DJ Lab, and how did y'all come together and synergize? Like, how did that happen? So Connect the Dots Journal.
I'm glad you reminded me.
Now, you know what? I look forward to that, because I picked up a journal last year, and I kept the journal because there was so much potent information in there. I literally wrote in this journal every day.
I believe it. Did you see it?
Every day. I know.
I'm the same way though. I'm the same way.
Anytime I'm having a conversation, you could just about go back to the paper and know exactly what's going on. And it's just kind of like that. But yeah, like the idea of the journals, I definitely.
Yeah, I've probably been journaling for 20 years. I probably got about 40 journals up there.
So tell me from a man's perspective, because I want to know, like, the market share for men. How many men do you think really write in journals? Because this is the first time I've ever heard, and that really piqued my ear. So thank you for sharing that.
I think it's a lot more than most people think, because for us, for men, and I'm not going to speak for all men, I'm just going to maybe a few. It's hard for us to relay our information and our feelings towards people.
Okay.
See, like, we don't want to say it to our partner because it may seem weak, but we definitely don't want to say it to our male friends a lot of times because it also may seem weak. So a lot of times we write stuff down, or we, like for me, I've always written stuff down because I got married so young and I had children young, and going and being in college and master's degree and all that while I was married with children was a kind of a difficult process. So for me, it was just about writing how I felt today and what I'm going to do to get through tomorrow. So like today, I would write at the end of the day, and like, this is what happened. I made it. I'll see you tomorrow. And I always write my journals as I'm writing a letter to someone. So, that's how I've always done. Like, if I miss a couple days, I'll ask the person how they're doing. I'm sorry, it's been a few days since I've talked to you, but this is what has happened in the last few days. Let me tell you about it. And then I'll write to it, and I say, I'm sorry, I thought I already told you about that, but it's so much on my mind, I need to tell you again. So I've always done that.
That's good to know. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you for sharing.
I can see that being therapeutic. For sure.
Yeah.
Like, you think about, I just really feel like you should journal anyway once you start having children. But my mom was big on diaries and having stuff like that. So I can only assume that one of the outlets for her was writing too. Because she made sure me and my brother and my cousins had like diaries, journals, and she always said, like, I always kept paper, pencils, coloring books, stuff like that. I still color to this day. So like, that's one of my next ventures.
A coloring book?
Therapeutic coloring book. Yeah, so that's one of the things that I've always liked, because I enjoy it. And when I think about it, when I thought about it, I'm like, my children still enjoy it. They just did vision boards yesterday.
I love vision boards. I love journaling though, because I meet so many people and I'm on the go, and I just do so much. So it's so much stuff in my brain. When I write it, it helps get it out. It helps focus me. Okay. It's like almost, regurgitating, get it out.
Yeah,
so I encourage anyone to journal.
I have a hard time trying to figure out when's the best time for me to journal.
It's not the best time.
It's not when it's on your mind, and
it's always when
you
it's on
can
your
even
mind.
do it through your phone.
I take my journal to work.
I did try that, and then I forgot it at work, and then I was mad that I forgot it at work because I was so ready to get out of that.
I tried to journal on the phone like Miss Mix-a-Lot said, but it was hard for me. I actually have to physically write.
Right, yeah.
It was easy. It's easier for me on the phone, but then one day you was like, everything is in the cloud.
It is.
And then you was like, if you lose your phone, so then you talked me up out of it.
But it's true though. It's true. Everything is in the cloud. You lose your phone, they gonna read all your thoughts.
All of it.
So I kind of got out of that because my journal on my phone, I was just able to talk to it normally. So I would talk to it and tell it how my day was. It was like how you were saying having a conversation, but I'm having a conversation with my phone.
So you wouldn't. So let me just ask this. So like when we of course everybody knows if you are born you have to eventually die.
Yes.
Right.
This is what happens. Okay. Now, if you leave here, you wouldn't want people to know your thoughts.
You know me, I don't.
I don't care. Once I'm gone, I'm gone.
No, me.
They might learn something if they get mine. See, I think the problem that a lot of people have with journaling is they feel that they have to write. For one, they feel like they have to write a full page, and then they feel like they have to write about so much.
Right.
See, like me, when my journal, if I'm reading a book and I have my journal there and it's a word I don't know, I actually write down the definition of what that word is in my journal. So it's a lot of things I use my journal for not just necessarily write. I might write something about that day, but it may only be 10 lines. But I'm still reading books, so I fill up the pages with definitions or comprehensions of something, or like I had a book about myths and symbols, and I would write down what the symbols mean and stuff like that. So it's a lot of things within the journal that you can use it for.
Right.
Okay.
Because it's a part of your being, it's part of your day, whatever you did that day. If I read something and I didn't know the meaning of the word, I write the definition down, and I'll know on May 12th, I read this chapter, this word I didn't know, but now I know it. So
I feel like if I wanted you to know, I would have told you.
You would have told me. Right. So you finding out is a no-no. I understand it to a certain extent.
Right.
So I know one of my cousins committed suicide, and when like his mom and sister went back and read a lot of the journals, because apparently he journaled a lot too. So when they were cleaning out his house, they were able to see some of the journals, and it gave them a better understanding of why he felt the way that he felt and why everything kind of happened, so to speak. And I don't think that he set it up like that. I think that he was going back reading those journals over the last couple of months of his life or whatever. I think that he was going back, because sometimes you can journal and you can want to go back and just kind of
see your progress.
Yeah,
I do it all the time.
I think that was kind of like what he was doing, and just kind of,
you think he was upset about it? Like, you know how some people be like, by the time I'm 30, I want to
such and such. Yeah, and that could have very well been it too, but just from how because at first, like, it was like a sob as far as him leaving here. But after they found those journals and just kind of read some of the stuff, it was more okay.
Yeah, peace.
Okay.
More insight.
Now I can. It was like they could internalize more. Now I kind of get it. I'm still not okay with it.
Right.
Because of how it happened or whatever, and he felt like this was the only way out. I'm not okay with that, but I can actually see why he felt the way that he felt. Because a lot of people aren't expressive. They aren't going to let you know exactly how they feel or something like that for whatever reason. It could be from embarrassment. It could be from just that being a part of your character or that being a part of your personality. So journaling, to me, I think it helps on a lot of different areas. And I know you saying that you wouldn't want anybody to actually see.
I mean, I'm vocal about some stuff, and then, like, I tell what I want people to know. But, I'm a very kind of closed off person anyway. So I tell what I want to know, and then when I don't want you to know, I go and write it down. Like all the other thoughts that be in my head.
But see, I'll tell you, then I'll write what I told you down.
Right.
I'm gonna tell. If my day was going on, I'm gonna tell everything about that day. And if I miss a day, I'm going to go back and fill in the blanks, because when I reflect, I always reflect on my journals at the end of the year. and I'll go back through pages and I say, I can't believe I've been talking about this same thing for a year.
Right.
So I need to readjust.
So now
I need to make some changes.
Right.
Like, I've been talking about this for a year now. I got to make some changes. There's got to be something changed. And that's how I do mine. I don't necessarily do a New Year's resolution, but that's how I figure out where I've been and where I've come.
Right.
Yeah.
And if I'm still talking about the same thing, I got to change some stuff.
So that is a good idea from the male perspective. Trying to getting them to be more vocal or to at least journal so that they won't internalize a lot. Because one of my goals in life is to visit the prisons and actually do interviews with some of the inmates there. And the main reason is because, for one, would you make that same decision again?
That's a good question.
Two, what do you feel like actually sent you in that direction? Because what I've realized is just from the people that I know personally that have done prison time, from uncles, cousins, and when I talk to them and I ask them certain things, a lot of times they have internalized too much. They've internalized too much. So it's like, I felt like I had gotten to this point, you know, whatever, and I couldn't come from it. It was like I ceilinged out. And when you feel like you have ceilinged out, a lot of times your decisions are abrupt. They are not the best when you feel like you have actually ceilinged out. So with our men, and for some women too, but for our men, I think that's one of the things that we have to pour into them. When you feel like you can't go any further, what do we do to push you, to let you know that you definitely can? So
you don't have to make the same mistake or think of another alternative.
Yeah, because I think about wives all the time. Now, I'm not a wife, but I think about because you're a wife. You are kind of responsible for somebody else's.
But you want to be a wife?
No, I don't think. See that. And I might be mistaken because I was married for 25 years.
What?
I don't necessarily think the wife thinks that this may have been just my ex-wife. I don't think she thought that she was responsible for me. I think she thought that she was responsible for the children and I was responsible for everyone.
No, I thought I was responsible for the kids, my household,
right.
My ex-husband. I thought I was responsible for all of that.
That's what I'm saying. So like
everybody
is a different. Yeah, it's a difference with a lot of people. And from the male perspective, you may think that that's what your wife thought, but that doesn't necessarily make that statement true. So we would have to ask her. You understand what I'm saying? Like what her thoughts were. So when I think about wives, honestly, I think about the amount of responsibility that they take on.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
It is. So when you think about that, and that's why I say a lot of times as women, we feel like we're responsible for our mates' feelings. So if they feel like they're defeated, we feel like we got to try to fix it.
Yeah.
From a wife's perspective.
And that's how that whole mothering, like you go from nurturing to mothering. It's like a fine line when you got a partner or a spouse, however you want to look at it. It's that fine line you have to walk to not become somebody's mother again, but just trying to learn how to nurture and build them up. It's a fine line that women that we have to walk.
But to us, it sounds like nagging the whole time.
And that's what I'm saying. But how you internalize it, a lot of times y'all miss it, and then when you don't have it anymore, then you miss it again in a different way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yes, B-Ball, we look here, 2024, 2025. Look here, I am telling you all that is something that we really focus on. Is the mental, the mental capacity of people, how they transferring this information, how they're internalizing it. What can you do to actually help them? Because just being honest with you, sometimes you can say certain things to people. That ain't how you meant it, but that don't mean it's not how they didn't take it.
The delivery be wrong.
That's what I'm saying. So that's something to work on.
And sometimes it's your perception of what it is.
Correct.
And it also kind of delves back into how people are raised. So how you was raised and how you internalize things is different from how I was raised and I internalize things. So, and then that's how the communication ends up being a problem.
But you think even the raising has something to do with when you're 40 and 50
Oh,
years old.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
You got that be a part of the problem. You have to get to the root first, right? And that root is surely in childhood.
Yep.
So let me just explain this to you. And I always tell people, when I became a parent, my goal was to raise my children in a way that they didn't have to recover from their childhood. And when I say that, people are like, what do you mean? I don't want them to be facing things in their childhood when they get over 25 that ain't been addressed yet. That's why my communication in my household was totally different. Children could come to me and talk to me about anything. Now, I might be like, at first, but I'm going to tap into whatever, because if your thoughts have brought you this far to make it to me, my nonchalant self, as the children call me, and if it make it to me, then I think I need to show some concern. Because
It's gotta be something.
It's got to be something that's working on you, because that's just how it is. So your childhood, what happens in your childhood would definitely show up in your romantic relationships as adults.
And it's not an age until it doesn't stop until you figure out what that trauma was that caused whatever, and you actually deal with it and you heal from it. And you may not deal with it until you 50 or 60 years old. So that is why a lot of relationships still have issues. Like, I know what mine is. I have attachment, abandonment, fearful, anxiety. So I could tell you what my shit is.
And the next person.
But the next person may not understand that. So, and people may look at it like, well, you was raised in your household with your mama and your daddy. Your mama loved you, your daddy loved you, but it was things that happened that...
Right.
And, so, yeah, that definitely plays a part, because I know my issues definitely plays a part when I move into relationships.
But and sometimes you don't know until you have to. So, yeah, like, your childhood definitely plays a role in what you accept as an adult and what you deal with as an adult.
I had no traumatic childhood. I did what I want, when I want, how I want.
Well,
that's the problem.
You had no boundaries. So you still living like that. You can't do that.
You never had, like, if you do this, this was going to happen.
Consequences.
No, they never had no punishment.
The boundaries.
No.
He had no boundaries. He just was able to...
He never had nothing. He did pretty much what
he wanted to
He
do.
said that, what he wanted to do.
And that causes, and believe it or not, that's an issue.
Why?
What do you mean?
That's a whole thing.
I wasn't abused in any way. I just did what I wanted to do.
That is a form of abuse.
And I said how I wanted to say it.
That's a form of abuse. That's what I'm saying.
I said it how I wanted to say it.
Listen to what I'm saying. As
I
a
get you.
child, so let me. It's mental abuse. As a child, you're being put into adult-like situations and expected to still be a child. That's a form of abuse, and that's what. And that's why a lot of our kids now having issues. They're having issues with showing those boundaries, because if you go home and you're having to take care of your siblings and you just a child, you're being put in an adult-like situation, and then when your parent get there to take over this situation, now you're expected to go back to being a child. It doesn't work like that.
It's confusing for a child.
Correct.
Oh, well, I'm good. And I ain't had that problem.
You didn't have no problem.
When my mom came home, I was still the same person when she wasn't there.
But the thing, exactly. But that's the thing. Like most children, you were just let me just say this: you were a decent person from birth, from the beginning.
There you go.
And
but
it doesn't always happen like that.
But you
and the reason I say that, the reason
but she's right though. I took care of my mom. I did everything.
Exactly,
I did.
But you were still put in adult-like situations at an early age.
The main good thing about him being in those adult-like situations, though, he made good decisions. See, that's the difference. A lot of children don't make those decisions, so their lives end up totally different.
Yeah,
so
I did make good decisions.
That's why I say I do want to go into the prisons. I just want to know, like, what happened, because now that you've been in prison, you have been having those flashbacks. You know what has happened. It's like now you've had enough time to sit down and think about all of this stuff now.
You tell them one thing to change everything.
Yeah,
I always ask people, I say, have you ever thought about that one thing that could have changed everything.
Yeah, because we could all be living a totally different life with one decision.
Yeah.
So that's what I think about when it comes to even our young adults. That's why, you know, I know that we do have a lot of youth programs that pour into the children until they get to a certain age. But we also have to start capturing them too after that certain age up until 25. Because my mama said that we was all, I don't think I could use this word, but the R word, RECARDED. She said we was all like that.
No.
Yeah, she said we was all
mentally
like that.
Challenged.
Mentally challenged.
No, but
that ain't what she.
I get what you're saying, but that's what you have to say.
What I'm saying is,
now,
she didn't think that we was mentally challenged. She felt like we was all slow to 25. She was like, I don't even see how people can be.
I think it does.
Look, she'll be like, well, I just don't see why people even get worried about the decisions they made to those ages because we was all slow. And I'm like, Mom, what? You was too? She was like, yeah.
I think when people say they put their kids
from
out
17 to 25, she said everybody's glitched from 17 to 25. So, like, a lot of the decisions that you show yourself some grace, okay?
Right. And, you know, it's a thing, like, a lot of people feel like they should put their kids out or when they turn 18, and they're not mentally ready to, majority of the time, they're not mentally ready to go out on their own.
Mentally, financially, none of that.
So, but...
Spiritually.
You have to start teaching them something. You have to put them out at 18.
Yeah,
but
you know, it's a lot of people...
You need a job to pay bills.
But a lot of people say their kids have to move out or
well, KK, a lot of people tired. A lot of people be tired.
Well, you can't have kids.
They be tired.
You can't have kids come in and tell me what they gonna do in your house.
Right. They
Well,
be tired.
I ain't had a problem.
You can't be grown in my house and I'm paying bills.
Yeah.
Because if you gonna do what I do, you got to do what I do.
Right. And that means totally from A to Z.
I don't got them problems.
Yeah. So
But that's the issue though. Like, you're not going to have your son bringing women in and out your house doing stuff that grown folks do and you paying bills.
Yeah. A lot of people do that.
A lot of people do that.
I did that.
I did.
You say you did?
But it was my house. No, I'm talking about not with my kids. Nah, my kids couldn't. We ain't do that at my house.
Don't play with me.
Even though they snuck them in.
You didn't do that as a child?
No. My grandmama didn't would have bust my ass.
What?
Yes. It was none of that now.
So how did they accept your pregnancy?
Well, when I got pregnant, they didn't know until about 6 months. I left and went out of town.
What? You went out of town for 6 months?
Yeah, and I only came back because the dude that I was pregnant by went to my house and told my mama that.
Oh, whoa.
I didn't tell her.
But as a child, how did you get out of town?
I'm trying to understand.
Because she was bad.
She ain't had no boundaries either.
Right. Talking about my boundaries.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. He said that yes,
She ain't had no boundaries.
I've had boundaries.
Wait a minute.
How old were you?
When I was 14 when I got pregnant, and I had them at 15.
So, okay, so where did you go again? Because that's where I'm at.
For 6 months.
For 6 months?
No, at 6 months. At 6 months, you left.
No.
For 6 months, you left.
I was gone
for 6 months.
Right.
So who was saying about you?
Her. So, no boundaries.
Wait a minute.
No boundaries. See what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm talking about.
That's why
when
her
I say
childhood
these
trauma.
sessions.
That's why she's so mean now.
Look,
Because she been taking care of herself so long, she don't want to hear it from nobody
exactly.
else.
She can't take it from nobody else.
That's what
But
that
no,
is.
that's why these sessions are so important. No, seriously, that's why the sessions are very, very important. But so now, just out of curiosity, this is just something off the deep end because I want to come back to Bebo, the conference in a few seconds. But I did want to ask you, DJ Lab, do we have any more shows today?
No. No.
Okay.
This it today.
I was just
This
wondering.
it for today.
And just so I could chime in, Falcons did win 26-23.
Ow, Falcons won.
That was close. 26 to 23.
Oh yeah.
We won in the last. We won in the last
gay man.
He loves these.
That's good. That's what's up.
Who's Falcons fans? Oh, you can tell by her shirt. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Where your Falcons shirt?
I used to be a Falcons fan.
But you can't live here and not like them, Turner.
I never said I didn't like them. Hold on now.
Okay, just
I don't watch
making
sports
sure.
at all, so. No, you got no sports problems with me. I don't watch no sports.
He has no.
No.
Well, when Carolina plays Duke, so I graduated from UNC Chapel Hill, and when they play Duke, that's the game. Like, that's the game of the
I
century.
never even watched. I don't even watch. I went to University of Illinois. I don't even watch their games.
Oh no. Okay.
He's not into.
I was in college, so I was married in college.
Oh, really?
I was in college at 16, but I was 15. But I was married. I got married at 17. So when I was going through to my master's degree, I was already married.
You hear what I'm saying?
Wow.
Right. You see how that?
I got married at 18.
Like way different.
So, yeah.
That's way different. Like way the hell different.
You see why we?
But I made good decisions. Like Miss Lyle said, I made a good decision as a child. I went to summer school every year. I got credits. So when I got in high school, I was already good.
She's leading you the wrong way.
Graduated at 14, college 15. I was good.
You know,
awesome.
you know the
That's
kind
testimony.
of, you know the kind of discipline you need as a person, as a young adult with no boundaries. You know what kind of discipline it requires.
And I had no boundaries. I'm not gonna even lie. I had no boundaries.
Non-boundaries.
But I did know that I had to cook and clean. My mom, whenever she showed up, I made sure she ate. We did things. But I had grandparents too. Mm-hmm. So let's not get it twisted that I was just walking around. But to y'all point, when I went over my grandmom in the house,
right?
What are you talking about? Like, come in when the street lights come on.
Oh, yeah.
That means come in when the street lights.
Got to come on.
Don't come on, because I'm not coming in here when them street lights come on. All the fun start when the street lights come on. So I say to myself, I'm just going to take whatever come with it, because I'm not coming in the house. I'm not coming in the house.
See what I'm talking about?
My grandma say, my dear say, yesterday you didn't come in when street lights came on, Leon. And I said, okay. She said, what you going to do today? I said, I'm probably not going to make it when the street lights come on.
What she say? Oh.
But it wasn't like a call and effect.
No. She was like, we'll see. I said, okay. I'm just.
And he always had a smart mouth.
I've always had a smart mouth.
Oh. Very smart.
But it was just how I was. I just didn't want to. My grandma would ask me a question, and I felt like you had to be direct. If you're asking me a question and you asking me and you don't say my name, then you're not asking me. Because
I'm looking directly at you. Every time we're having a conversation.
Right. No, but she won't be looking at me. She may be sitting over there and say, Leandrew, what you think about this? And my name is not Leandrew. So I'm not answering you. I'm ignoring you.
Yeah.
And my friend would say, she's calling your name. I said, no, she's not. She's calling Leandrew. Where were we?
You would have got a brick upside your head.
Nah.
You know she calling you.
Man.
That's their fault. They raised me like that.
They did?
Yeah, my granddad didn't raise me like that. Like, if you don't want to do it, you don't do it.
What?
Yeah, my grandfather was deaf on that. He was like, my grandfather told my grandma not to put the rose beds on the side of the house. She did it anyway. He concreted over it. We not.
What?
Yeah, like.
So my granddad would have been beat with a shovel. What you do?
Whoa.
Wait a minute. So she planted the roses.
He said,
Don't plant the roses.
Don't plant the roses on the side of the house because it's gonna make leaks and that bed's gonna make leaks into the basement. So cause she gonna do what she wanna do, she did it anyway. He said, great. So when she went to the store, did something, he went to the store, got some concrete, and he concreted over it.
Good gosh.
That was a whole lot of.
Yeah.
It wasn't unhappy. That's just how they did.
It was gonna be an issue.
And that's where I used to spend some of my time on the weekends and stuff. I used to go over there, and my grandfather always say, you don't do nothing you don't want to do. I said,
see, that's the
right.
thing. Larry ain't been yoked up. You know what I'm saying? When you tell him to do something.
Oh, so he ain't been whooped in a circle.
Nah.
Oh, and I can tell.
She always tell me I tell this story, but I only got the one story about being whooped. And my mother was giving me a punishment. I can't say whooping. I'm sorry, we might get cut off, but
for whooping?
Yeah. And so I was getting a whooping, and she hit me like one time, and my grandfather came up there and said, "All right, that's enough. That's enough." You heard what you heard what he said.
And then what did how did that make you feel? What did you do?
I said, "Great."
See,
that's where the problem starts.
Great.
He wasn't told like you got to stop right here or somewhere else. He don't know about that.
But my grandfather was deaf on you don't. But that's because he was doing civil rights and all that. He said, "You don't do nothing you don't want to do. I don't care who it is." Great.
oh my God.
Okay, so when you with your kids, you don't let them just do it over there. Okay.
How old are your kids?
9 and 10, 18 months apart.
Oh, okay. See, I had my kids like
Thank
that too.
you. Yeah, they right there together.
But
I wanted twins though. I said, God, let me just do one and done. Yes, I did. And he was like, nope,
Most
but I'll
people
make
say
them close
that.
together.
Right.
I didn't want to
say
do it
that.
twice.
They say they want twins.
I did. But I don't think I could have handled twins. Because my first one,
at one time is a lot, though. That's a lot.
yeah. Yeah.
You ain't gotta tell her. She got
She got twins!
What?
That's what I wanted, daughter. I probably couldn't handle it.
I had my kids like that, but my son is 18 years older than my twins, and it like a lot of people used to say that, and I used to be like, oh.
It's a whole lot of things.
How was it? How was it having twins?
No, did you breastfeed them?
I did.
Oh my God.
What about when one was crying and one? I mean, like, how did you do
Can
it?
you do this?
I tune out. I tune out people to this day because of how I had to. Yeah.
You've been trained well with your
Very
children.
much so.
Trained you.
I don't even play. I tell people like I literally tune out. I can tune anything out. I could be at a party and not be at the party. Like I can tune anything out. I learned so much tolerance and patience and just I learned a lot from my twins. Like and the good thing about it was
If they cry at the same time, what you do?
Right.
just pacify them as much as I could, and or just being honest with you, I was hardly ever alone with my children. So
Oh, okay. You had help.
so my support
Was you
system
with
was.
your mama? You weren't there with your mama.
I hadn't lived with my mama since what?
Right, so yeah, what you
But she always
They-
had somebody.
They
Oh,
they
come
they
over
had
your house.
like my aunts, their daddy sometimes.
That's
That's
So
good.
I claim her family, so I love she was my mom.
Okay.
yeah, so like I had a big support system, like
She does.
so it was a little bit different.
That's a blessing and people don't realize it. You
Yeah.
have a village.
Yes, when you, because I honestly feel like it's important for adults to have villages too.
I agree.
And my family is big on that. I have an auntie that I work with now every day. We have been for the past, I have two aunts that I work with every day for the past, 3 years or whatever.
Yeah.
But even before that, they were called. One of them is a nurse and one of them is a teacher. Those are my mama's younger sisters. And neither one of them have girls. So they would call every day. One of my aunts would stop by to do hair. I've never been able to do hair. That's why I always say God has a sense of humor. I get 3 daughters. I don't know how to do nothing with hair.
Do you know how to cornrow?
I probably could now, enough, but not like to be showing case and all the time I'm be doing somebody's hair.
I taught myself how to when I had my daughter.
I've tried it since a child. I've
Yeah.
tried it. And Peyton, when I say that girl is awesome, Peyton, little 9-year-old,
Now
she
can
got
do
a
it.
mannequin and she can do that stuff and she does it so fast. I'm like, how you, mommy? Let me teach you how to cornrow. But my
Yeah.
fingers just
I
it's
couldn't-
hard.
I had to cut my nails. So
Even with that.
So I had to cut my nails, but I started training myself when I had my son.
Okay.
So I would do his hair be looking jacked up, but I never knew if I was gonna have my daughter. But I
Okay.
was like, I'm gonna learn how to do this. And by the time I had my daughter,
You knew how to do
It
it.
was good enough.
it was good
That
enough.
is
And then the more I
awesome.
did it, the better I got. Like I used to do her braids. I used to do her cornrow braids. I would do
My
her.
children been going to the beauty
I can
shop.
cornrow.
My kids started going to the beauty shop around like 3 years old.
Mm.
All three, yeah.
My mother can
Around
braid.
3.
And
Can
my
she?
mama braided. You remember she braided their hair. I ain't playing with that.
I think that is so awesome. Anybody that can cornrow, I think is so dope.
Yeah,
I can cornrow.
You can? You don't even have no hair.
He said if you
I
can
have a
show
daughter.
him a couple of
You
times.
do.
I have a daughter. Yeah, my daughter's 34. I used to braid her hair all the time.
my
Really?
ex knows how to cornrow.
That's how we.
He knows how to cornrow.
Yeah, I got 3 kids: 35, 34, and 32.
How about that?
Oh,
Are they all
wow.
girls?
So yeah.
No, it's 2 boys and a girl. The girl's the middle.
Okay.
Oh, y'all daughter in the
Wait a
middle?
minute, he's a grandfather.
Yeah, I have grandkids too.
You have okay, so now y'all all have grandkids.
Yeah.
No, okay, no,
Well,
not
except
yet.
for Kay. She
Not
doesn't have
Kay.
grandkids yet. But yeah, like, yeah, so.
I would slick it in a ponytail. Now I can do that ponytail. I'll put that ponytail in there, or them 2 cats. That's about it.
That's about all you're going to get from me. That's about it.
2 ponytails.
But yeah, so it's just about it. But Mrs. Young.
Yes, because I want to ask a question about that journaling.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Lab, when you journal, do you have to go find just like a really nice writing pen? Are you that kind of person?
I have several.
Yes.
I always use 0.5.
Yes.
I
That's
use
the best.
I use a
0.5
good
is
pen
full.
too.
I need
and
a
when I
good
can't
pen.
find my pen, what's happening? What's that?
Right.
Oh, that's Terry.
Oh, yeah.
When I can't find a good pen, I
That's
just
what you
give up
got?
and I be like, I'm gonna do it. I do it another day.
0.5.
Yeah.
It's
So you'll get a Bebo pen at the conference.
Oh,
And they write really nice.
Really nice.
Okay.
Smooth.
Are you coming?
Sounds good.
I
to
am.
me.
I didn't come last year. I had something to do last year when you did it, but I'm gonna come this year.
Okay.
That's why I was asking you what time.
Okay.
Because me and my daughter, we're going to the Kurt Franklin reunion tour.
On Saturday?
Yeah.
What time is it?
It started at 7, but you got to get there a little early with that traffic.
Registration is required. So anyone that register, I need y'all to register
Okay.
for free.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it's
okay.
required.
I saw
Yeah,
registration. I said, that's not for me.
For everybody, I have to register.
I have to register.
So if I have to
Okay.
register, everybody.
'Cause I
is a part
ignored
of
that.
it.
I said, oh, she didn't mean to send that.
Yes.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it makes it that much easier.
Oh, okay.
Head
Yeah.
count, food, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I'll register.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of
People, for whatever reason, I'm gonna say this: people of color do not like registering,
Why though?
and y'all don't like signing up for
Yes.
nothing. I have the same problem at my job. Like
I don't
I'm
know if
doing,
it's people of color. I just think people in general
I don't-
don't like
the
registration.
reason why, the main reason why I don't register and all of that stuff is because most times I don't know if I'm going to be there.
But do it just on the flip side
Yes.
because I'm doing a tea talk at work, and I put up things for people to sign up, and like you said, I'm trying to head count on how much food to have, if I'm gonna have it, if I have enough participation.
If it's
If-
like that other event we supposed to be at, then I don't know, because you didn't even get it.
No, that was something else. This is for my breast cancer.
Okay.
Oh, for the month of October.
For the month of October. And so I'm trying to tell the people, I need y'all to sign up. Y'all just can't pop in because
Yeah.
if you pop in, you gonna be mad if I only got 2 sandwiches
Yep.
and 2 teas
Mhm.
and I only bought 2 journals because I only had 2 people to register.
Yep.
Now,
It's important, y'all.
I do
Everybody
get
ain't
it.
gonna register. Then
So-
somebody
Oh, when they
gonna
come
register.
here, they register. Be bold. We don't play.
So
They register.
is it a +1 type situation?
The elected
or?
official, everybody registers.
You know
So
everybody
is
do
it?
the +1.
So I was just about to say. So is it a
Yeah.
+1 situation, or you
No,
guys
ma'am.
each person
Each
register?
person.
Okay.
Mhm.
And when is the last day to register?
So October 1st is the last day to use the 50% off Bebo 24 code.
All right.
I think we should cut off registration by Thursday.
Okay.
Friday, Saturday. That gives us 2 days. But
Okay.
generally, we cut it off a week early. But we're
Okay.
going to give y'all some time since we just telling y'all about
That's
it.
right.
Okay.
That's right. Don't forget, you guys. Be bold. The number 2 day.com. Correct.
That's it. You got
Yeah. So we want to
Good
make
job,
sure
Donna.
that you guys tap in and go ahead and get registered. Make sure that
I'm gonna need that
That-
registration email again. I think I deleted that thing.
yeah.
I say she probably just sent an email to everybody in her contact list. That's not for me. I don't need to register.
No,
Delete.
everybody can get one.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
We will come up with a reason.
But we greatly appreciate you for being here. Is there anybody that you would like to give a shout out or tell us how to find you on social media? Just kind of plug yourself real quick.
Absolutely. So you can find me at bebold2day.com. At the website is www.bebold2day.com. All of our socials is at bebold2day. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. And a shout out, I always have to give a shout out to my loving, handsome, patient husband, Michael Young. Michael, oh my goodness, God is just awesome. He put us together almost 15 years ago. We have an anniversary coming up on October the 16th.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And of course, a shout out to Philip, Michael Young, my son, and Peyton, Carol Young. They just joined the school council, so they're running for president and vice president.
Philip Michael.
Philip Michael Young.
It's not,
and Peyton Carol Young.
Like Philip Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
She named the baby after her.
Yeah,
Oh.
my husband.
Okay.
Yeah. So just good things happening in Be Bold Institute, and we just really want you to get plugged in, join our community. We have our community that you can join on our website, bebold2day.com. We also offer couples guidance, life coaching, business coaching. If you already have a business and you want to learn how to scale that, we do business consulting as well. And like I said, we're laser focused on youth entrepreneurship from ages 7 to 18 years old. Let's pour into these babies. And remember, be bold today and be the change you wish to see in the world.
Yes. We greatly appreciate you, man. And I look forward to seeing you on this Saturday from 10 to 3. Was it from 10 to 3?
No,
10 to 1, right?
See, we changing stuff up over here.
Like that.
Longer. It wasn't long enough, we heard from our audience, so we gave y'all another hour and a half.
That's right.
But so grateful to DJ Lab, Slick, and Donna Cameron, Mix a lot. Really grateful for this connection, and you guys are just always so warm and welcoming. I will be telling everybody to come on down here to get on this podcast.
Most definitely.
Right.
Yes, they need to come and be in the place.
That's right. We greatly appreciate you guys.
Oh, and Kay.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I just met Kay, but Kay is the truth. We vibing over here.
That's right, KK. Well, we greatly appreciate you guys, and yes, once again, the Falcons did win. Just wanted to tell you all that.
Tell Boosie that the Falcons won, because he said Saints gonna eat them alive.
Right. We wasn't too worried. Look, and it's been what they call hate week all week. Oh my goodness, my social media been full of so much stuff about the Saints and the Falcons, and I'm like, really, y'all, come on, just go for your team. You don't gotta bash the other one. But however, I guess that's what we do. I don't know, but I couldn't feel it myself because I used to be a real big Falcons fan, and
they took my pick away.
and it kind of threw my mojo off only because, and I don't even know because he was in the wrong, but at the same time he didn't have no support to kind of back him, and I don't know. But however, I became a little distant. But however, I am a part of the home team. I am born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. Still reside in Atlanta, Georgia. So, the Falcons will always be the home team. That's right. Well, thank you guys so much, man. We'll see you guys next week, maybe same time, same station. Misfits Radio and TV. Y'all tap in with us all week because, of course, today we're here. Monday, we're here with Dosed Up. Tuesday, we're here with Miss Gemini. Wednesday, we're here with Misfits of Comedy. That is CJ Trowers, the comedian. On Thursdays, we come back with Deontay Burden with Changing Lives or the Dollar Hour. Yeah, the Dollar Hour. And then on Fridays, we do You Hayek podcast. On Saturdays, we do what we want. Usually, I'm actually booked, and DJ Lab is actually booked, so we just do what we want to. Only to start over the next week and do it again. So we appreciate all the support from you guys. We really do. That's right. And Ramadan is on Mondays too, from 5 to 7. So if we have any DJs that want to check in with us and want to become a part of our community and get be a part of Misfits Radio and TV with having your own segment of some sort, that's something that we do open our doors to. We do not charge you for that right now. We're not charging you for that. You're allowed to use our platform, for maybe 1 or 2 hours, maybe just to get yourself out there and let people know that they can tune in to you and hear you do mixes and all of these things. Because the truth of the matter is, Misfits Radio and TV runs 24 hours. We are full of podcasts. We're full of music. Y'all send us y'all music. We put you in rotation on our station for free, and we are digitally tracked. We are digitally tracked, meaning the things that you all are seeing these mainstream radio stations do, we've been doing it.
Right.
It's just on a, so just to let you all know, we do put your music in rotation for free. You do get paid for your streams. Y'all give us a call, give us a holler, follow us on social media, Misfits Radio and TV. You can follow Miss Mix-a-Lot. I usually direct you back to Misfits Radio and TV. Or you can follow Westside Misfits page, where she sends you right back to either me or Misfits Radio and TV. Some kind of way you will stay in the loop. We always give Slick her flowers because she keep our social medias going.
Good job, Slick. That's a hard job. Social media is hard.
She keeps it going. She keeps our pages growing. She allows people to actually DM us. Sometimes it gets overwhelming. I'm just letting you guys know that, and I always put that out there. It will get overwhelming with the DMs and things like that, but if you give us a minute, we coming. They might take us a few days, but we gonna open it up eventually. I had somebody cuss me out real bad in my DM about a week ago, and it was in the part that's hidden. Like the request.
Right.
It's like, oh my God.
Because they're not following you.
Right. So my whole thing was,
because they're not your friends. They're not following you.
It didn't show up. I can only assume they sent the first message first, and it didn't show up.
You got to go look
I got
for
both
those
messages at the same time.
I don't even I don't honor requests because you're not following us, especially on Misfits Radio. So what I do is when they have a request, I say follow, and then I delete. Because it won't come if you don't follow us. And then you asking me for something through our platform,
it's not going.
Why bother? Right. You're not following me anyway. I already know. I don't even pay attention to the request a lot of times.
Oh yeah, I did. I paid attention to it because, like I said, it was 2 messages, and then I was like, oh wow, dang.
We may have 58 of them in Misfits Radio.
Yeah,
58 of them. Talking about, can't you respect my son? You don't even follow us. No,
right.
I can't.
Yeah, definitely follow us, man. You will not be disappointed.
Right.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week. Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
Now, turn this one off, my boy. Yeah. Radio. It's 3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live. On Misfits Radio. Turn it up. That's my favorite show. It's 3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live. On Misfits Radio. Turn it up. That's my favorite show. From 3 to 5, they going live on Misfits Radio. Every Sunday, yeah, they certified. My favorite show. New guest this week, ain't no surprise what you been praying for. If you trying to take their top spot, you better pray some more. Slick got the camera rolling, lab on the 1s and 2s. It's a lot they going in the dirt if someone come for you. This my favorite podcast, you listen, it's your favorite too. Playing all the hits where they in trouble if they play with you. Artists in your music in, come and get an interview. Tune in every Sunday, cause you know that's what I'm about to do. 3 to 5, they going live, black owned and black operated. Indie hits the mainstream, if it's hot, they gonna play it. I ain't even gotta say it, watch it back on Roku. Going live on